Good afternoon, student. Um, this is the lecture number 6 of unit number 1, that is Introduction to Measurement System. So, today we are going to study what is standard, what are the different types of standard, that is primary, secondary, and working standard. Okay, before that, we just revise whatever the topics we have covered up to previous lecture. Okay, so in first lecture, we have studied what is measurement. Then we have studied the significance of measurement system. Then we have studied the generalized measurement system, different components of generalized measurement system. Next, we have studied the input-output configurations of the generalized measurement system. Then different illustrations of the generalized measurement system with the help of some, what we can say that, modern tube pressure gauge, pressure actuated thermometers, and we have studied the different types of measuring instruments such as analog, digital, then self-operated and power generated, remote indicating, and instruments that we have studied. Okay, so today we are going to study uh, what is standard. Now, standard is nothing but a physical representation used for the measurement of a unit. Physical representation used for the measurement of a unit. A piece of equipment having known measure of physical quantity, or we can say that means these are the physical representations available at the standard laboratories. Okay, and that's at the standard they are maintained at the standard laboratories such as Indian Standard Organization's laboratory or American Standard laboratories. Okay, it is of significant importance that a relationship between the standard and the readout scales of measuring system must be established through a process known as calibration. Means what? Uh, we know that at our different laboratories or different means technical laboratories, there are some different instruments such as measuring instruments. Okay, and that every instrument requires some calibration means what? That instrument is working properly or not, or we may call it as a that instrument is showing the reading within the prescribed format or within the defined quantitative wise or not. Okay, so in that case, every year each instrument must be calibrated by using the standard measures. Okay, or we may call it as a physical representatives. Okay, so that calibration is nothing but it is of a significant importance that the relationship between what? Standard, or we call it as a physical representatives, and readout scales of each measuring system. Means whatever the readout scales or what output displaying of the reading, that will be that must possess some relationship between the standard and the readout scale of the measuring instrument, every measuring instruments. Okay, and that must establish through a process, and that process is nothing but the calibration. Okay, similarly, at the grocery shops also, means whatever the grocery shop owners have different weighing machines. Okay, that weighing machines also calibrated or must be calibrated every years. Okay, that will be means for that purpose one special norms are given by the India Standard Organizations. Okay, and according to that Indian Standard Organization, every uh, grocery shop owner must have to calibrate his instrument for weighing purpose. Okay, means why we are going for the calibration every year. uh, the reason behind that instrument must show the exact reading, as like that of the standard. Okay, or what we can say that the equal measures will be shown by the for a particular magnitude. Means what? Suppose that grocery shop owner is weighing 1 kg of sugar, 1 kg of wheat, or something else. Okay, or any items from the grocery shop. Okay, so that weight of that quantity must be equal to the standard or physical representative. For that purpose, every instrument must be calibrated every year, and for that purpose, one certification of calibration must be given by the authority, um, or what we can say that calibrating authority. Okay. So on that basis, so every year there will be inspections of the different grocery shops will be done, and at the time of that inspection, that certificate will an indication of the calibration of that particular instruments used at the grocery shop. That is means taken from the certification. Okay. So everyone understood what is standard. That standard is a physical representation of a unit measurement. Okay. And a piece of equipment having a known measure of a physical quantity. A piece of equipment, that equipment is nothing but, suppose we are considering a 1 kg of weight, that is nothing but a standard. Okay. In most of the time, because of the wearing and tearing of that different weights used in the equilibrium balance. Okay. So it won't show the exact weight of 1 kg. uh, I think you might have observed that at a number of shops. Okay, suppose we have placed that 1 kg of weight on the electric or digital weighing machine, it won't show the 1 kg, it will show something 960 60 gram or 980 grams only. Means out of that 20 gram will be uh, wear out because of the continuous use of that weights from a longer years. Okay. So that's why it must be calibrated every year. So that's why for for increasing the weight up to 1 kg, there will be some 20 grams of external weight is attached, of it may be a copper or it may be a brass, to the top portion of the weighing that weights. Okay. I think you might have observed. Okay. uh, and that is the different things at the at the vegetable market, that that vegetable seller use some stones also, which is equivalent to the 250 grams or 50 grams or 100 grams weight. So they just approximately compare with the known weights uh, uh, available with them, and just kept a stone of 250 gram, 100 gram or 50 gram with him for the measurement purpose. That is the another thing. Okay. So roughly they are using, but that is not the exact way to measure the quantity. Okay. So the standard is that there will be some calibrated or calibration must be there. Okay. um, so that is nothing but the standard. Then type of standard: primary standard, secondary standard, and working standard. So first, primary standard, that is sorry, the highest standard of either a base unit or a derived unit is called as a primary standard. Primary standard means what? A higher standard, that higher standard of either a base unit or a derived unit is called as a primary standard. Okay. So the primary standard are considered as basis of reference and are used for the purpose of verification and calibration of the secondary standard. म्हणजे whatever the primary standards are available, that primary standards are used for the reference uh, and used for the purpose of verification and calibration of the secondary standard. Means whatever the secondary standards used for the measurement purpose, that secondary standard are calibrated with the help of primary standard. Means the basic use of that primary standards are just for the verification and calibration. Okay. So these standards essentially are copies of international prototypes and are kept throughout the world in international standard laboratories of a similar standings. Now, means there will be some protocols for the measuring or standards. Okay. So that's why that all the primary standards are or the copies of the primary standards are maintained at the international prototype. and are kept throughout the world in the international standard laboratories. Okay, so these standard use units are quite stable, independent, invariant, not relative but finite. Means what? That standards are manufactured by using platinum and iridium alloy. Okay, why the only platinum iridium alloy is used for the manufacturing of that standard? Because that alloy, platinum iridium alloy, uh, have a uh, what we can say that low time stability of the material, low temperature coefficient, rigidity of construction, and accuracy of the matching. Okay, these are the different things. That's why we are going for the manufacturing of the standard by using platinum iridium alloy. And second thing, as suppose uh, where that standards are kept, and unfortunately uh, unfortunately there will be some fire occur. Okay, and uh, because of the heavy temperature of the fire, what will happen, that instruments, suppose we consider the roller scale as a standard or primary standard of a metal. Okay, now that metal scale, because of the heat, there will be some deformation will occur, or there will be some elongations of the metal scale will occur. I am just giving the example. Okay, you have studied in the manufacturing process as well as in the strength of material or mechanics of material. So the aluminium, copper materials will be elongated or occur some deformation because of the temperature stresses मध्ये स्टडी केलं असणार तुम्ही. Okay, so in that case what will happen, suppose the primary standard have certain deformation. In that case, that primary standard are used for the calibration and verification of the secondary standard. That's why whatever the error occur in the primary standard, that error will be occur in case of the, or transfer in case of the secondary standard also. That's why in order to prevent that deformation, or in order to get prevent the error occurring into the measurement or calibration or verification, that primary standards are manufactured by using the platinum iridium alloy. Because that platinum iridium alloy is too much rigid to the temperature, there will be no any kind of deformation will occur, there will be no adverse effect of the corrosion, and what we can say that wearing and tearing of that weights. Okay, as we know that, suppose we have taken the example of mild steel or another cast iron. In that case what will happen, suppose we have placed that component of mild steel in the atmospheric condition, because of the moisture content present in the oxygen atmosphere, and what we can say that the different atmospheric conditions, there will be some corrosion on the surface of the weight will takes place. And in order to prevent that, all the components or all the standards are manufactured by using the platinum and iridium alloy. Okay, so while setting up the primary standard, the following points are give consideration, that is long time stability of the material, low temperature coefficient, rigidity of construction, accuracy of matching. Okay, so these points are to be considered while the manufacturing of the primary standard. So I think everyone understood what is primary standard. Means that primary standard are considered as a basis of reference and are used for the purpose of verification and calibration of secondary standard. Okay, then where that all the prototype international prototype copies are kept, uh, that is also explained. Okay, then these standards units are quite stable, independent, invariant, not relative but finite. Okay, then next, the primary standard following points are to be considered, that is long time stability for the material, low temperature coefficient, rigidity of construction, and accuracy of the matching. These points to be considered while manufacturing of the primary standard. Then secondary standard, these standards are the reference calibration standard. Means reference calibrated standard designed and calibrated from the primary standard. Okay, that we have already studied while studying the primary standard. means that primary standards are used for the verification and calibration of the secondary standard. Okay, and in secondary standard, what is vice versa? These standards are the reference calibrated standard designed and calibrated from the primary standard. Okay, so these standards are sent periodically to the national standard laboratories for their calibration. Okay, so I have already told you that means on the annual basis there must be a calibration certificate must possessed by the each and every um, means what we can say each and every for the each and every instrument used at the different shops. Okay, likewise that secondary standards are also sent periodically to the national standard laboratories for their calibration. Okay, means where the primary standards are kept, means the copies of the different primary standards are kept at the international laboratories. There that secondary standards are periodically sent to the national standard laboratories for the calibration, and it is important, and after the calibration they provide the calibration certification for a period of 1 year. Okay, again the expiry of that certification, again there will be that secondary standards are sent to the international laboratory or national standard laboratories for their calibration. Okay, so these standards are kept by the measurement laboratories and industrial organization to check and calibrate the general tool for their accuracy and precision. Okay, so that secondary standards are used for the uh, used by the or kept by the measurement laboratories and the industrial organization used to check and calibrate the general tools for their accuracy and precision. Okay, so whatever the instruments used at the what we can industrial organization, that instruments are calibrated, check uh, the general tool for their accuracy and precision by using the secondary standards. Okay, so that is nothing but the secondary standard. Then next third type is that is working standard. Okay, so these are the normal standard used by the technician. These are the normal standard used by the technician and workers who actually carrying out the operational measurement. Okay, in a factory the production measuring instruments are checked against the working standard. These are the normal standard used by the technicians and workers who are actually carrying out operational measurement. Okay, so there are some operational what we can say operational measurement carrying out at the industrial level. Okay, so for that purpose that working standards are used, and that working standards are used by whom? That is technicians and workers who actually carrying out the operational measurement at the what we can say that industrial organization. In a factory the production measuring instruments are checked against the working standard. In factory whatever the production measuring instruments are there, that will be checked against the working standard. Means whatever the production measuring instruments are used at the uh, what we use at the measuring instruments or use at the factory, that will be measured against the working standard. Okay, so this is nothing but the working standard. I think all of you understand. The simple things are there, you might have studied in the 11th standard, um, the few things out of that standards. Okay, so first international standard, then international standard are compared with the primary standard, then primary standards are used for the uh, used as a reference or verification or for the calibration of a secondary standard, and that secondary standard uses used for the calibration and verification of the working standard. Okay, so this is nothing but the different types of. Okay, so then next topic we will have to study, that is the applications of the measuring instruments. I think the we have studied in the last lecture also. First is the monitoring of a process and operation, monitoring of process and operation. In that, water and electric energy meter installed in home. We know that everyone's house there will be water and electric meter installed in home. You have seen the ammeter, voltmeter indicates the value of current or voltage being monitored at a particular instance. Means at a particular time instant, we know that for the measuring the readings of the meter, one MSCB person come to at our home after a regular interval of time, means after 25 days or 30 days, uh, he will come and take the reading of the meter. Okay, that is nothing but the monitoring of a process. Okay, monitoring of process means whatever the process inside, means carrying out inside that meter, that will be monitor in terms of measurement of number of units consumed by the meter. Okay, electric meter. An ammeter or a voltmeter indicates the value of current and voltage respectively being monitored at a particular instant. Okay. Then control of a process and operation. Control of processes and operation. For example, refrigeration system which employs a thermostatic control, speed control of a vehicle. Okay, that will be a control process and operation. Means refrigeration system which employs a thermostatic control. Okay, then next type of application, that is experiment engineering analysis. Experiment engineering analysis, in that to determine system parameters, variable performance indices, to test the validity of a theoretical predictions, to solve the mathematical relationship with the help of analogs. Okay, so these are the different applications of the measuring instrument. Okay, so first is monitoring of a process and operation, control of process and operation, experiment engineering analysis. Okay, so as the question may ask, what is the application of measuring system, in that case we will have to write down the monitoring of a process and operation, control of process and operation, experiment engineering and analysis, to determine the various parameters. Okay, so here the unit number first is completed. Okay, all the topics from the unit number 1 I have covered. On the unit number 1, uh, I will or we will have to take one multi choice question, that is MCQ based exam, in the upcoming lecture, and I will share the notes of that unit number 1 to you the today itself. Okay, so is there any doubt regarding the unit number 1? So we will discuss in the discussions meet. Okay, so you just go through the video uh, uh, that I have shared from unit video number 1 to the video number 6, and uh, whatever the doubts you have, that we will discuss in the Google Meet. Okay, so and the sample questions of that multi choice question on the measurement system, that I will provide to you. You just want to prepare the same questions and answer the following. Okay, so that is nothing but the unit number 1.